Hello everyone, welcome back to the Playing the Big Map. The usual, let's recap on what's actually going on. So, for those of you not religiously watching, we're doing a 2K by 2K map, 1500 towns, which are done, and 5500 industries, although many of them are, in fact, secondary industries. So, I'm mostly working on steel and ports, so engineering supplies, that sort of stuff. And if I find the actual window, which is here, the last time I left this sign here because I realized I'm getting old and forgetful. So if I go back to industry view, turn off all the scrap, turn off all this scrap, and I don't even know what I was bringing here. I think I was bringing clay, was I not? And it all needs to come here. So I think yeah, it was coming from someplace here and then needs to backtrack there. Why don't we start with that? So I need to go whoop, that way and then this way. I just want to triple check that I'm literally on the right page. So yeah, we're bringing stuff here. Okay, I can delete that. There's going to be a case of I really should watch where I'm going. So I've had enough of me not doing that. So much for this, but yeah, otherwise. Oop. And I want to come in someplace here. So let's connect up these. This is not being used, but it is being used. I probably should have come through here most of all. So much for me actually paying attention to where I'm going. Let's unspend all that money, yeah, in oh so wise ways. That's fine. And I could do this, but it is really not worth the money or the effort or anything else. I don't think this will get extended. And I'll do. Just want to check. Okay. Is the farthest or closest or whatever. The somethingest. Which is this. The fuck am I doing? It was definitely this. Maybe next time I should also say what I'm building, not just the where I'm building part. What's this though? No, it was these. Yeah. It comes this way and then really obscurely loops back. Hold on. The video of YouTube music playing way too loud. Get myself think. Yeah, it loops back this way. It's a mighty weird logic, but hey. It's just ugly. I think it was just these two. I guess if not, then at some future point I'm going to realize my mistake. So, and you do 190 odd, you do 140 odd. I don't know what I've been doing recently. You guys just casually lose money. Okay. 585. No flicking clue. I am going to run try that again. So I'm going to run threes. Do I want to run threes? I'm going to run 5. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, I mean, this takes a total of 800 tons. There's absolutely no effing way we need that much. You are, yeah. So, conditionally jump here. And transfer. No, I don't want you to go to, I want you to transfer. You're waiting for the path. You're the second one, that's why. Right. So why on earth are we losing so much money? That's new, that's kind of fine. See, the problem is that the upkeep on these, I don't actually remember how much it is, but it's not that epic. So this is a PO66. I very casually look at actually tanker. Alright, so each of these cost 45k a year. I mean, that is a fair bit. I don't really want to bump these even down further down, because if I look at this, I don't know. Do I really want to? I mean, most of these are not full, but well. Template. Play 2. Template use 30. That's chemicals 5. That's definitely not 25. There's a clay 1.5, which is actually 2 older horses. Right. 2. So these then become that, but this needs revamping, and I don't know why this is edit. The hell is that? M923. M923, reliable. Self-discharging hopper. I'm convinced, but so be it. Might not quite be enough, but okay. I mean, these just lose money because they're stupid. No, I don't want that. But my only problem with this is it's not really going to fly. I don't want stuff that goes slower than the others because they're in the same track. Template, hold them. You are template 26. Clay. So this does 120k per hour, which is actually this. Service charging type 1. That's definitely this. These are the same. These are generally the same, just a bit less heavy. And no nothing. And for speed, I want something that does power running cost. No power running cost. So 100, 150, 140. You cost 50 grand a year. You cost 20, 50 odd, 50 odd. I don't want any of these. Nah. These are way out. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Speed is 120. That's the usual. I mean, that doesn't save me much. All these do 120, but these are cheaper. Can we at least name this? Don't know. We'll need to see. Although how precisely that happens, I'm not sure. There's none. You're losing a lot of money. You're pretty full. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we know that there's a lot of nothing here. Okay, there's a lot of nothing here. We move on. And I did want to bring back the mines and the scrapyards and not the hotels, the other mines. you are kind of being used. Kind of. Script 5 that keeps losing money. Why don't I put this into script 3? I need to clean shit up. Also, I have goods 2, which then run this. Script 3. And you make money, and you're always full. Okay, well, I don't get this. Just casually looking at some of these. You definitely need to bump down. Like the fact that they're losing money. 58. I don't know. Just do clay. And we won't bleep off. So I wanted to say, and the only thing I didn't really bother then doing. It's pretty full-ish. Because if I had 2 of them running, so yeah, that's what I wanted. So the one that's minus 227. Good luck finding that. It's this one. Yeah. So if I do that, and this is actually pretty sweet because it's precisely what I wanted. It's fine. You'll just sort yourself out. Is this even signaled properly? Just about. It's doing something. It's done. I'd say shout if you see anything that doesn't look right. Like so. That's the other side of the rails, so we don't quite care about them. This I care about. Okay, this is not being used, but it bugs me. I have no idea where you're going. Also, I think I said at some point that these need to be bumped. That's fine. Are they though? And these definitely need to be bumped. Might as well do a bit of cleanup. I think this goes down to the merry wild goose chase as usual. Why? don't know what happened there. You being stupid about? Okay, maybe I'm missing something. And my slight problem is that if I go back to where I was, wherever that may have been, uh, here. Yeah, what is this? It's a furnace. So why don't I come here? Mm, that's definitely not going to work. Don't do that. Do this. Not the prettiest thing ever, but yeah, no, don't do that. Scrap. How can you? Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, that's the problem. We're not doing a particularly good job at this. Well, if we produce that much in a month, okay. Why don't I do a bit more of these bridgy stuff? Yeah, definitely. Can go a lot faster than 112. I'm not actually going to go through all the bridges again because we now have so many of them that it's just impossible. Impossible. Um, I'm curious. Am I right? Yeah, it's a little not that great occasionally. Oh, it's only going to get worse. See how it goes. If it gets really shitty, I'll move to my other computer. But again, if it's single core performance, which it is, then it's not going to make an awful lot of difference. See how it goes. Okay. We did that. This is happening. These are happening. This is happening. Yep. Yep. Probably yes. Yes. Yeah, I was about to joke a few moments ago that, if you see anything that doesn't look right, if you live in London, you know what said and what the announcement says, but by the time you see it, that will be quite a while down the line. At the moment, I think I'm about a week ahead. Yeah, so that one's off. Um, okay, there's nothing technically stopping me from bringing things here, but I will want to bring it here. Is it just this? Yes, that one's doing its thing. I mean, it's kind of equidistance-ish anyway, so. Okay, that can stay 112. That I don't really think it's speeding much, but is it though? Yeah, it's at 100. You really don't like me? Interesting. No, I don't want you to stop. They'll probably build on top of each other at some point, like town does what the town wants to do, but I'm in the right direction at least. Well, it should be fine. It's not like they can cross. There's nothing here. Still be curious to know why that town dislikes me. Like apart from out of sheer spite sort of thing. So, bug. Time-wise, 25 left. I am, yeah. No, not so much here. I kind of know what I did here, but it's just double plus I'm good. In fact, it's double plus ungood to the extent that some of this is really bugging me. Just this junction happens to be a little busier than I'd like. Yeah, shut up. Slightly. How would you go about saying if you stick to the Orwellian thing that interesting? I don't know why it's doing it. Oh, well. So how would you go about saying less double plus on good? Okay, I understand that Orwell's logic was specifically the simplification. I was about to say inshitification of the dictionary, but I think this is more like instupidification, if there's such a word. And does the okay, well, that's that. Does the complexities of grading, I guess, become less of a thing? Because the whole point is that one is explicitly not supposed to think. Anna, ideas welcome. You were 190. And figure out the rest on your own. So we said this is fine, this is doing something. Is it doing? We'll get poets back on. So this is normal. Goods, clay, food. Well, this metal works, but it's not really. So food is the less complicated thing because I can do that. You're being used of sorts, not in a smart way. This might have been one of those that got bumped down to 3 and then suddenly it's like, oh shit, it's not enough. So if I could get this to gung ho, that would be sweet. And yeah, the more old bridges. It's not too terrible. I think these can do 500k, so in reality they could stay. The thing is that if I go by the logic of we only care about what's on our side of the rail. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's this. Hold on. Speed check. 505. Okay, don't need to bother with the maglev bridges at all. So essentially, I kind of decissected in map into 10. I still need a glassworks, which I see none of. I know that's here. equivalent. We don't want to. Back. Here's the thing, though, because we are going to take everything. It needs doing. Well, you're fishing harbor, but I actually. Okay, I have problems. Well, that's one. Like, I don't really want to do this. The fishing place here. I mean, these are all unused because they're all the other side, and there's a. It would be more sensible to come this way. I mean, this block is generally cleared. Oh, there's a thingy bobby. In the southern conundrum. Okay, this goes that way. Just making this happen is a little fun. So if I do some such, boat related stuff. You. Okay, so boats is you casually losing money. People losing the most money. Chemicals losing a lot of money. They losing a lot of money. Don't have any coal. Okay, anything not losing money? Oh yeah. Which actually the mines. Okay, why don't I start with sand? So take this and wherever the other was, just one. In which case you do. Yeah, no, I don't want that. But then I really don't want you. So this is not really going to fly, is it? Why aren't you timetabled? It's just the two of you. You go. We'll need just probably small, medium. Not going far. Can you break down any other time? Then 1-ish? Still haven't figured out the actual order of things, but you know, it's going to be a case of F hit. It's just going to come, yeah, and that's all. You will never make money. Okay, that gives me stuff on this side. So that will probably go into here, but not quite today. And I still want, I don't think this will get busy with that crappy supply of sand and chemicals. So just come and go. And I do want the occasional engineering supplies between the two. Also, whatever that bridges is not good. Yeah, that bridge is no good. And probably that bridge is not much good either. I think I get the idea why it was, why it, bleh. Okay, that was me being stupid. Going back to here. Still have 12 minutes. So we take the supplies, we take the chemicals, we bring a nothing, and I'm thinking it's my slight blum blum problem. Cargo total. Is that on the one hand we have places, I'm going to put a viewport here. Like we have all these places where there's an absolute freaking abundance of, ah, damn it. Why is there so much fucking steel here? Okay, because these all got bumped down to clay too, and then I'm surprised that they're not doing anything. This is a bit more interesting. And some of this was not fully unexpected. Steel. I know that there are chains, but You go. How's this? Map F off. Scrap. There's a lot of scrap that we're not really taking. So my issue, this is generally being taken, is that we have this place. And then, where am I? Like, this is very far. Mind you, I do have a big old airport here. So if the big old airport would be a little bigger old airport, not that I expect this to be particularly busy, but hub, big one. So if I change view, if I do that, and I do, no, not waterways. Just that. Do I have? Shall we lose even more money? So clay, cargo cap, small, large. I think it's going to be the illusion really, because 100 tons, 140 tons. And if I just say capacity, I'm not sure that this is okay, is in reach. I'm curious. Mostly about the money part, obviously. $240K. That is not going to cut it. For all the 100 tons, 140. It's going to lose me another million out per year. Why is there so much coal in the way here? I'll leave it, but I don't think this is going to stay too long. I mean, that was a hilarious landing. Actually, F it. cell. Delete, yes. It's verify. Just put stuff in random places. Okay. I'm out of line. I should check the map. Well, I had something similar on the previous block. I'm not going to have time to finish this, by the way. Especially considering that stuff will actually need to come back. This is not optimal here. It's probably pretty stupid actually, because I also need to go back. So just undo all this and this. Just come off this way. Don't need that. First station, and I have 29 seconds odd. I don't even know what this is. Last fixtures, stations, unloader. I'm just going to do 5 lengths. You're about to hear my phone buzz. Yep. Well, here's the thing. I could do 10 length. It doesn't hurt anyone. And then I'm just going to pause here. And I shall save the game and see you good people the next time, okay? So thanks for watching, and we'll continue. Any thoughts, comments, let me know. Bye bye.